Shop Talk, take one. My name is Dev, or Adam Devonshire, and I am the bass player in IDLES. Shop Talk.
So, we know you're a bass player.
Yep.
I think that's obvious, but you also have a cat, right?
I do have a cat, yeah.
Tell us about your cat.
I do have a cat. Not where I expected it to start, but I'm glad you asked me, thank you. I have a 8-year-old cat called Toulouse. She is very, very loving and a very, very, very kind animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a malicious bone in her body.
Tell us about your approach to the bass in general. Just, what's your technique, your playing style?
Traditionally, IDLES would be quite kind of, very aggressive in kind of playing, and there's a lot of downstrokes. There's a lot of kind of aggression to kind of how we approach all of our instruments. But as time's gone on, everything kind of you progress. So yeah, I've been playing around quite a lot with like different tones and different sounds and different ways of playing, and trying to feel like pocket and groove and stuff like that. So yeah, trying to broaden my palette, so to speak.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you rely more on pedals or your amp to get your sort of aggressive?
Yeah, there's a lot of
zone?
pedals going on.
Pedals,
Yeah, a lot of preamps and overdrives,
Yeah.
and a couple of fuzzes in there as well.
Nice.
I use a Rusty box and a Sounds amp. They're kind of always on, and then I kind of play with the tones from there, really.
Yeah.
Obviously the amps kind of help with that as well.
What is your favorite uniquely British activity?
Fuck. That's a really good
Stumped
question.
ya.
Yeah. I was going to think roast dinners, but roast, I mean,
Explain that.
a Sunday roast,
Yeah.
it's you'd kind of it's just, it's a joint of meat, some potatoes, and a variety of different roasted vegetables and stuff. You traditionally, you go down the pub on a Sunday and you have a Sunday roast. So yeah, it's kind of quite a fun thing to do.
Does playing the bass make you feel powerful?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, when everything's locked in and you and the drummer are kind of really kind of locked together, it does feel pretty powerful.
Yeah.
When you feel the wind moving from the amp behind you and stuff, there is a certain power to it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Is there something that you take with you on tour that you might have with you on stage that's like a good luck charm or anything?
My drummer.
Your drummer?
Yeah. He's my good luck charm. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, he's a very, very good drummer. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not really too kind of superstitious or anything like that.
Yeah.
No, nothing like that really.
Do you all spend a lot of time together off stage as well, I assume? Pretty close, or?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of all live apart from Bowen, we all live in the same area, so we often just walking down the road, bump into each other, have a coffee. But we do spend most of our waking lives together, so it's nice to have a little break when we come away from tour.
You were kind enough to come here, take your time to do this interview, but you were also here for another reason.
Yes.
You're picking up a new bass.
I am picking up a new bass.
You want to see the new bass?
I really do, yeah. I'm very excited.
Should we do the big reveal?
Look at that! Oh my God.
I present
That is, you've even managed to get sparkle in the pickups.
Your directions to us were gold the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Did we do it?
You have absolutely nailed that. That is stunning.
Yeah.
It is so sparkly. I can't believe you got the sparkle on there. This is lovely, man. Fucking thank you so much.
Absolutely. So you mentioned on this tour, you guys are touring with one of your favorite bands,
Yes.
LCD Sound System.
Yeah.
So obviously LCD is an influence. Tell us some of your other, bass-specific influences.
Yeah, I mean, tonally, the Stranglers are just it's such a monster tone.
Yeah.
They're definitely influential on certain bits of IDLES stuff, but playing wise as well. Peter Hook, I mean, he's the reason I play bass, really.
Yeah.
Joy Division, but we take influence from lots of stuff as well. We kind of listen to a lot of techno and stuff like that, so we kind of bring in influences from that side of stuff as well, really.
Yeah. Joe, your singer, has said, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, the last album, Crawler, the latest album, is meant to help people reclaim joy after experiencing trauma, loss, and heartbreak. What's your take on that?
Yeah, well, it was a very cathartic process to make that record. It was made in lockdown. You know, we were some of the lucky musicians that were able to go in and work. So we spent, the best part of a year just in a room writing, really thinking about everything we were doing. Yeah. And it became like this kind of mantra for like, a rebirth kind of thing. You know, we wanted to, kind of put a lot of the traumas that we'd had in the last few years behind us and kind of start afresh with a new positive outlook, and just kind of embracing the kind of change that comes with grief and loss and stuff like that, Yeah, it was definitely a wonderful experience to like get that album done.
Yeah, I think it's been cathartic for a lot of your listeners as well.
Yeah, massively. Yeah, I think so.
Going forward, do you guys have sort of a new mission for upcoming work?
Yeah, it's like it's become increasingly hard, with life and stuff to kind of get all of us together. So we're like finding new ways of like, new roles within the band and new ways to kind of like write together. That doesn't necessarily mean that we all have to be there at the same time, just because it's difficult to get us all in a room together. Yeah. So we're working on ways to kind of improve our work ethic,
You mentioned you're a big football fan.
Big soccer fan, yeah.
Big soccer fan.
Yeah.
Who's your team?
I'm a Newcastle United fan. I managed to like get down to watch them about 10, 12 times last season, which is like, we had a very good season last season. It was great. Yeah.
Do you watch Ted Lasso?
I don't know. I tried. I just couldn't get into it, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Isn't it? It's a very nice
very
show.
Feely, heartwarming.
Yeah.
Tell us some of your secrets, your pro tips for surviving tour.
Always take a 4-way adapter with you wherever you go, because quite a lot of the time, especially in UK hotels, the plug is always on the other side of the room, and when you need to charge your shit, like you're kind of walking over to check your phone and stuff. So take a 4-way with you, and you can have it on the bed.
Do you have a pre-show ritual?
Decent stretches. I play bass for about an hour before going on stage. Wow. So I get quite bagged, like because I play quite heavy and quite hard.
Tendinitis or
it just kind of like cramps up and locks in my finger, so I have to like play and work through that, and then you kind of go through like a weird kind of pain barrier, and then it's like once you're through the other side, you're like, it's fine, I can play for hours, But so I try and get that out of the way before I go on stage, because there have been times where I've just been playing and then my hands are locked up and I've just not been able to like physically hit the string,
right? Which
is like not what you want as a bass player, Yeah. You want to be able to play the bass.
All right, I've got some rapid fire questions here. What scares you the most?
Heights.
What excites you the most?
Playing shows, I think, playing big shows.
Why do you always smell so good?
Why do I always smell so good? You catch me in the mornings, man. That's the thing. Like, give it 2 hours, and I certainly don't smell that good.
Describe your perfect ice cream sundae.
It would be chocolate with more chocolate, with chocolate chunks. Yeah, I'm a big chocolate ice cream fan. So yeah.
Fuck yeah.
More chocolate.
Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, or Bale?
Batman. Right, okay. Bale.
All right, and lastly, do you have anything that you'd like to share, any inspiration for upcoming generations of bass players and musicians?
Yeah, don't get too hung up on playing expensive gear, Just go and buy a load of cheap pedals, just have fun, make some noise, don't get hung up on needing like, boutique stuff, because like, it's just have some fun with it, really. I appreciate stuff like this, just so you know.
No pressure.
So what, I'm just going straight in.
It'll be a little bit harder to scratch the paint off of that one.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
There is no paint.